Talking to the seniors on the Owatonna High School volleyball team, and in the spirit of the political debate season that we're in, I'll ask the same question to each of them, and we'll rotate who starts with each of the questions. But Carly Langland and Carissa Hillstad and Elise Opegard are lined up in the same way I wrote it down on my paper, so things are working out well so far. And we'll start with Carly. Most enjoyable thing about the senior volleyball season for you so far?
A few new girls on the team, and that's fun, and we work really well together.
Okay. And Carissa, what are you enjoying about the season so far?
Yeah, I also like that we work really well together. Like Kate always says, we've got good togetherness, so it's good that we're all friends and stuff, so I like that.
Okay, and right along those lines for Elise, what about the playing together and playing as a team? How do you do that, and why is that important in volleyball? I got to vary it up a little bit, or you're going to give the exact same answer, right?
It's important because we all need to mesh well together on the court and know each other and trust each other.
Okay. Trust, that's a big word. I hear that more and more when I talk to people about different sports things. Let's start with Carissa right now. And what do you remember, what is an early varsity memory or varsity debut or anything like that? What do you remember regarding that, Carissa?
Well, I'm like one of the newer ones this year, but last year I got to sit for section, so that was, I remember there was a lot of like anxiety, but like good anxiety, so I was super excited.
Did that make it a little easier this year to then be a participant and a player on a more regular basis?
Yeah, definitely. Like I kind of knew what was going on with warm-ups and stuff, so it made it less scary.
All right. Elise, what about you for an early varsity memory or debut?
Kind of the same with her. I just my sophomore year, and so then last year it was so much easier stepping on the court. I wasn't as freaked out.
And then with Carly, what about varsity debut? What do you remember about it?
When I went in freshman year, I dressed that too, and I remember a lot of anxiety going in, and then sophomore year and having like more experience was a lot better, and then this year is just a lot more fun because you're kind of like the leader out there.
Okay. Start with Elise now, Elise Opegard. What about an earliest sports memory, either the earliest memory or just something from volleyball or otherwise from when you were little?
Probably playing Park and Rec, and in like 5th grade we had like Carly, I think Chris was on the team too, and a bunch of our friends that played for Lincoln, all as a team, yeah.
All right. And then back over to Carly for that, an early sports memory. It doesn't have to be volleyball.
Mine would be 8th grade year when we went and watched the volleyball team at State when they played Blaine. And I was just talking about this the other day about how we like got into it with the other student section across, and then they had a game right after that, and they were Andover Huskies, so they like joined with us, and then the other team had another town with them, and it was just really fun and good experience, and we ended up winning, so it made it even better.
And then Carissa, again, an early sports memory. It can be when you were little or just something even recent. What comes to mind for you?
Early sports memories, for me it's like just Park and Rec basketball and volleyball, because we started that out in like whatever 3rd or 4th grade. But yeah, I always remember like being on like these two teams because we like went to the same elementary school, but I remember just like loving volleyball even back then, so.
Okay. I'm going to come back to Carly Langland now. Having your sister on the team, what's good, what's not so good? I'm sure there's some challenges too. What do you like and not like about playing with your sister on the team?
Some challenges are probably that she's not afraid to yell at me, and I'm not really afraid to give it back to her. But it's also good because we push each other and we're both very competitive, so it adds some intensity to our team.
Okay. And now, Carissa, how about you? Talk about a sibling rivalry or something that you have when it comes to sports.
Well, my siblings are a few years older than me, but my brother always kind of makes jokes with my sister and I about like he claims to be the more athletic one, so it's kind of good to try to prove him wrong, I guess.
Can you think of any time you ever got him in anything, even a board game or something that you have bragging over him on?
Not really. We try to avoid board games as much as possible at our house. But I guess there's like last winter we whipped out one of our old like PlayStation 2 games, and it was like CTR or something like that. My sister and I got first, my sister got second, my brother got third, so it was about the greatest feeling ever.
And now for Elise, with your dad as a coach, what's good or challenging about that? Good and challenging about that?
He says exactly what Cater and Tay tell me. He tells me every single day what I'm doing wrong, and it gets on my nerves, but It's nice to have him there because it's always a different opinion because he knows how to tell me things
Yep.
in a nicer way than catering day. Yeah.